3, 2, 1, end of test. Keying with a go.
Well, hello there, and welcome to another edition of Warbird Wednesday. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum, and today we have finished up last week with attack helicopters. We are moving on to trainers, and we're going to go all the way back to 1913. But first, I'm going to get this headgear on. I am playing football there. That was fun. I will give that to my lacrimose assistant. That actually almost is French. The aircraft we're covering today is French. It's the Caudron, the G.3. Now the G.3, this is not a G.3, but we don't have one. Now what's interesting about that, Jason, is we don't have one. This is obviously a Boeing product, but there was a ton of these things made. The Caudron G.3 first flew in 1913. I'll go ahead and throw up a plan view of the Boeing. Greg can throw up a plan view of the G.3. The first flight was in 1913. Now, Jason, get the production on this thing. Production on this thing was 2,450 in 1913-14. Now, how did that break down? The French built 1,423, the English did 233, and the Italians built 166. Some more were built by other countries. The design was by René and Gaston Caudron. Now, the interesting thing about them was they did not take license fees for the aircraft. So basically, they gave the design to these various companies, and they built it because they felt it was their patriotic duty. Now, the G.3 is what's called a sesquiplane. Jason, you know what that is? He's cocking his head, kind of like, you know how a dog hears something and they don't really quite know what it is. A sesquiplane comes from the Latin, and it means 1.5 wings. Now, why do they do that? Big wing, little wing. They do that because it reduces drag and it saves weight, and they get more lift out of it. Really good idea. At the outbreak of the war, the G.3 was very prolific, primarily in a reconnaissance role. It could have a light machine gun and some bombs on it, but it was never, ever designed to really be anything but a reconnaissance aircraft. It did not have the power or the speed to be an air superiority airplane. It had been withdrawn by the British in 1917 from frontline service, and it stayed as a trainer. And it was with the Australians in their Mesopotamian campaign of 1915-16 in combat. But probably right about mid-war, the G.3 went to the sidelines because it just was no longer viable, especially as we've talked about the technology of fighters advanced so fast that this was essentially a pre-war design, fairly slow, and it was not capable of keeping up with the very dangerous fighters of the day. Now, this leads me to my salute today. My salute today is all of the intrepid folks, especially in World War I, that would go up in things like the G.3 that were very slow. They were essentially kites of the day. No armor, no self-sealing fuel tanks. A lot of times they would go on these reconnaissance missions for hours on end, and there was a very real possibility that they would not come back. So to all of those folks that were intrepid enough to go out and do these reconnaissance missions, I salute you. And I do that today with boiling creamy red birch beer. Now, is this real beer? No, it doesn't look. No, I get that. I don't know. 170 calories, pure cane sugar. This one, let's see, established 1891. So this would actually be almost a contemporary soda of the aircraft we're talking about, Jason. It's kind of fun. And actually, Jason, this is nice and cold. So to all the folks that were out on the reconnaissance missions and doing really dangerous stuff, I mean really dangerous stuff, cold, no oxygen, I salute you. That's actually pretty good. What's going on here? You just keep giving me this good stuff. This is cold. I'm going to take one more sip for the reconnaissance folks as a salute. Now, the thing about the G.3 was that was not the end for the G.3. G.3, again, soldiered on to the end of the war. It had a life with the Chinese, get this, Jason, until 1931. So it flew a long time, that's scary. In 1921, Adrienne Bollard was the first woman to cross the Andes in one of these things. Remember, that's what I'm talking about, these intrepid people. Now, they're pretty much gone. These aircraft, because they're fabric and they're made out of wood, they really don't survive. We have a huge challenge keeping those types of aircraft in our collection, but one that does actually survive, Jason, in the United States. It's a replica, and it's in the Rhinebeck Aerodrome in Rhinebeck, New York. They fly a lot of these World War I aircrafts actually in the summer. And so if you want to see one of those, you can actually get back there and check that out. And the G.3 actually exists there. Now, if you want to amaze your friends, look at that. One of the early trainers. What do you think? That's pretty good. This is a cool puzzle. Look at that. Thumbs up and everything. Amaze your friends. It's got the control tower in it. Jason will happily run down to the store on a reconnaissance mission and get you one of these fine puzzles suitable for framing. So go ahead and get down there and get one of those. I am in our World War I area where we have a lot of stuff that goes all the way back to the early days of flight. We cannot do this without your support. So if you click on that link that's in this video, below in the video, give us a couple of bucks. We could certainly appreciate it. If you came across us on YouTube, give us a subscription, give us a like, give us a comment and a suggestion. The trainers came out of a suggestion. We're on to a new topic, so we want to do that. We're happy to do that. If you came across us on Facebook, give us a comment and a like. Again, we will respond to your comments. We appreciate that very much. Our education guides are attached to this video. If you're teaching the kiddos at home, download them or leave them up and work directly from the guide. We encourage you to do that. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.
Day, all my fears have gone away. I guess this means I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly. Wasn't long ago I shook at the thought of being hooked. But ever since I wrote my book, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly. Come along and join us, we can plug you in the simulator. We'll teach you how to dance and be the perfect imitator. We'll give away all your music to the operator. We were born with a light to shine, and we can do it in our lifetime. And then we
twice and gave a little old school good advice. Pretending's not the thing, got to be yourself. Honesty, integrity, happiness and health. Bending to the needs of others ain't the way. Be true to yourself and let the music play. Come along and join us, we can plug you in a simulator. We'll teach you how to dance and be the